Hey guys, what's up? I'm Choppin' Lush, and in this video I'm gonna be showing you my origami collections. Okay, so why don't we start? Okay, so let's start with flashers. This is an easy flasher hat, a super easy flasher hat, designed by Jeremy Schaefer. And here's the model, closed. I've wet folded it, and ready? 3, 2, 1. There. It's folded from 30 centimeter standard paper, with two sides folded in for the folding process, so that it's a 15 to 15 grid. I know how to fold a 15 to 15 grid without making any 16 to 16 grid, but just to save time I use the usual way. Okay, and here it is. It flashes. So there is a super easy flasher hat. Okay, and next up is the flasher bowler hat. Okay, and I need to fix the camera a little bit. Okay, so here, 1 second. Okay, so here's the hat. Okay, and ready, set. There it is, the flasher bowler hat, and it flashes as well. And the best part about this is that I can really wear it on my head. I folded this from craft paper. It took me like let's say 2 to 3 hours to fold. It's really fun to fold. I really recommend folding it. And so, here's my wardrobe. Okay, and so here's the flasher bowler hat. Next up is you've seen these guys, yeah, flasher Big Bang. I'm just going to show it to you again. There it is, and so yeah, this is probably one of my best flashers. I really love this model. Yeah, and ooh. So here's the flasher Big Bang. And next up is a pretty simple one, the oscillating flasher by Jeremy Schaefer as well. And so here's the model, closed up, and it's wet folded, as you can see. And so let's start. Ready, set, ooh la la. Yeah, this is a really cool flasher, and the best part about this is that the center barely rotates. Okay, look closely at the center. See, it barely rotates, and yeah, that's pretty unique and pretty unusual for a flasher, because a flasher's most the flasher's most trademark action is the rotating center, but this one barely rotates. Why? Because of these zigzaggies. Okay, these make the center change the directions so much that it barely able to rotate. Okay, so here it is, and here it is flashing. I folded this from printer paper, okay, yellow printer paper, and took me like 1 hour to fold, or maybe half an hour, I don't really know. It's really fun. Okay, so here's the oscillating flasher. Next up is dun-dun-dun, my flasher, my easy flasher baseball bowler cap. Okay, let me show it to you. So here is the cap, and let's open it. And there. See, it's pretty not round, and I've used the flasher bowl instead of the flasher sphere. Okay, so yeah, there it is. And the underside, yeah, it's a bowl. So there it is. I'll probably make a tutorial of it. It's quite hard to fold, so I probably won't and probably will. Okay, I don't really know. Okay, this is pretty hard to flash. Okay, it's really It doesn't really flash that well because of these crimps. They tend to unfold a lot. But anyway, here's the cap. So next up. Alright, next up is the Flasher X, designed by Green Art 4. This is one of the coolest flashers I've ever made. This is just so cool. I'll show you why, and the reason why it's called a Flasher X, you'll see. So, ready, set, are you ready to be amazed? Well, here we go. There. Isn't it amazing? And I think you've realized why it's called Flasher X. See this X? See? That's why. And it flashes just so smoothly. It's an amazing relief to flash it. Stress reliever, I guess? Yeah. And the center is pretty weird. See, it doesn't have any, like one arm goes there and one arm goes the opposite way. Well, it is, but not the flasher way. It's just two squares. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty awesome. And I wet folded this, so that's why it flashes so well, and it closes itself up automatically. So here it is, the Flasher X by Green Art 4. So I hope you enjoyed this. And next up is my most difficult flasher. Let me show you. So, which one is it? Well, it is the Origami Flasher Hat, designed by Jeremy Schaefer. And this is my most favorite origami flasher because you can really wear it and it looks so cool. Okay, so here it is, closed up. I wet folded this, as you can see. Took me 3 days to dry up because it was raining that day. Okay, so here it is, and it's closed. Ready? There. See? There. Okay. See the flasher hat. It's folded from an 80cm piece of craft paper. Yeah, it's bigger than Jeremy's one. So here it is, the flasher hat. And these are all the flashers that I folded recently. Okay. So next subject. Okay. So you wait here, and I'm going to get the next subject. Okay. Alright, so next up is simple models beside flashers, as you saw. So next is the origami parrot designed by me. And I've made a tutorial for this model. If you'd liked it, then click here. So yeah, this is a really fun and simple model. And best part is that it sits on my leg. See, pretty cool. I like it. So it's also my first design and one of my favorite designs. Okay, so there it is, the origami parrot. Okay, and next up is a really cool model. Well, what is it? The Origami Yellow Angry Bird by Ching Kang Ryan Dong. And this is a really cute model. As you can see, it's the famous Angry Bird. Okay, and here's the backside. It's completely 3D, as you can see. The small tail and the beak. See, it has every detail you need except for the crest, and it looks so cool. It's also really simple. I might try to teach it. Okay, so yeah, if he gives me permission, I'll be able to teach it. And this is a really fun and simple model. And there it is, the Origami Angry Bird by Ching Kang Ryan Dong. Next up is the Red Angry Bird, also by Ching Kang Ryan Dong. Okay, so here it is. And this is folded from Kami poster paper. This one is from yellow poster paper. Yellow printer paper. Okay, printer paper and poster paper. And I painted one of the sides into red. Okay, because that's the color because that's exactly the color that the designer used. Okay, so here are the Angry Birds. Go away. Yeah. Okay, next up is the Hydrangea Constellation by Shuzo Fujimoto. This is a beautiful model, and this inspired me to make more and more constellations, because this is just so fun to fold, so simple, so beautiful that I can't resist folding it actually. And this is actually a flower, a set of flowers. Okay, it's actually really similar to the Flower Tower by Chris K. Palmer, and you can make as many rows of petals as you like. I made 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. Sorry, I counted wrong. And yeah, I saw a folder make 6 rows in a very tiny paper. The outer petal was as big as the last petal of mine. So yeah, this petal, see this petal was this small for his, and he made 6 rows. Can you believe that? I might put a link in the video description if you want to get amazed. So there it is, the Hydrangea Constellation by Shuzo Fujimoto. Next up is Parrot by Bart Duncan. Bart Duncan is a really good friend of mine. Although we don't live in the same country, we're good friends. Okay, he's a really good designer, and he designed this very cute little parrot, which I really like. I've also made tutorials for some of his models. For example, the grizzly bear cup and the European tree frog. Okay, so please check out these tutorials. Okay, and this parrot by Bart Duncan is I learned it from John Akashima. Okay, and I really recommend folding it because this is really fun to fold. Okay, and it stands very cutely. Let me show you. There. See? Oops. Oh, here. Huh. See? So I folded this model from poster paper. Oops. I folded this model from poster paper. I painted the white side into red. Okay, so this is a yellow poster paper with the white side painted red. So it's a dual poster paper. Here it is, the parrot by Bart Duncan. And these are all the simple models I folded. Yeah, I don't really like to fold simple models. I like to fold hardcore complex models because I like to challenge myself. So next up is a bit harder models. Okay, so see ya. I mean, until the next subject. Well, why don't we skip to complex models? Okay, so next up is the Fairy Dragon by Kate Chan. You've seen this guy, right? Yeah. So here it is, and there it is, the Fairy Dragon. Okay, and next is Doggy by Satoshi Kamiya. I love this dog. It's one of my favorite dogs to fold, and it's really simple for me. Yeah, really simple, really fun to fold. It looks really beautiful. Okay. Maybe you've seen this guy on Flickr. I've uploaded a photo of him. So there it is, the origami dog. Woof woof. And this is Hachiko, I think, because he looks a hell of a lot like Hachiko. So yeah, I've named him Hachiko. So there it is. Whoa, whoa. Next up is Tiger by Hideo Komatsu. This is the best tiger, in my opinion, besides Kamiya Satoshi's tiger, which nobody ever folded because there isn't any CP or diagram for it, which is really a pity. Okay. And there's the tiger. I love the color changes, all the black stripes, they're amazing. The tail is full of color changes, I love it. And the head is just fantastic. I wasn't able to fold it that well, but oh well. folded this model from one piece of poster paper, black poster paper, and I painted the white side red. I ran out of yellow acrylic paint, so I used red. Sorry. So there it is, the tiger by Hideo Komatsu. This is quite a complex model, but it is quite simple for me. So there it is. Alright, next up is a model that I folded just 10 minutes ago. Well, not exactly 10 minutes, because 10 minutes ago I was showing you my flashes. So here is an origami praying mantis by Philip Marias Cost. This is a really fun model to fold. It's really simple to fold. It's box pleated, but not really for beginners, because the shaping's quite hard and really thick. And here is the praying mantis. Here are the forelegs. I made toes for them, which aren't on the original model. The wings and the abdomen, the front, the middle legs, and the forelegs, and the head and the antennas. And yeah, there it is. And it can stand very nicely. See, let me show you. Oops. See, looks like he's literally praying. See. Okay, so next model. So there is the praying mantis by Philip Marias Cost. Okay, so hang on a second, let me get the next models. This is a rooster by Kamiya Satoshi. This is the best rooster in my opinion, because this is really amazing and it looks so cool. Here's the model. It's so realistic. And here's the head. It has beaks. Well, a beak actually. A beak. One beak. Yeah. So there it is. It has an open mouth, and the thingies that hang on top of the roost, that hang below top of. Oh come on, the things that hang below the rooster's chin. Yeah, that's what I should say. And the crest is amazing. It's really clever. And the legs, not really glad with the legs, although it can stand. There. Oh, that was easy. And there. So yeah, it can stand for about a second or so, 2 or 3 seconds. There's the tail, and the wings are the best part, because they're so clever. I couldn't figure it out from the CP, but most fortunately, Kamiya published diagrams in the Tanteidan Convention 19th book, which is the latest edition. And I was really grateful, and I will be forever grateful that he published the diagrams, because this is a really amazing model. And if you have the book, I really recommend folding it. And this is like my 3rd or 4th attempt trying it, and this is the best one. Okay, so yeah, I folded it from tracing paper. That's why it's so good, because the better the paper, the better the fold. Okay, so there they are. I mean, there is the rooster. Okay, and hang on, let me see if I've got some more complex models. Alright, so I've got 2 more models to show. Well, 2 more complex models to show. This is an origami Muzu train designed by Emmanuel Muzu. This is a really special model to the origami community, because this is the first ever box pleated model. Okay, so yeah, that's what makes it really special. Plus, it's so cool. It deserves to be the first box pleated model. And can you believe it? It's just from one piece of paper. No cutting, no gluing. Well, yeah, but unnecessary gluing. That's because the paper doesn't really hold its shape. So that's why I had to glue in some parts. Especially this part. This is just opened up, as if it was cut in half. Okay. So here is the model, and when this was designed and when this was designed back in 1983, if I remember correctly, all the folders scrambled themselves to see how it was done, because this is quite an amazing model, especially in the past. Okay, and so there it is. It's folded from 2:1 rectangle of standard paper. 2:1 means a square piece of paper cut out from a square if you fold it in half. Okay, so there it is, the Origami Moses train. Woo-hoo. Okay, next up is Scorpion by Dr. Robert J. Long. Yeah, creepy, right? Yep, this is quite a creepy model, and I've got many more complex models to show, but I won't show them because it will take like 2 to 3 days to show all of them. I might show them in another collection video. Okay, so there is the Scorpion. As you can see, it's quite bigger than a real scorpion. I love the legs. I was able to do them very cleanly. That's because I used glue on them, but not on the other parts, except no. So there it is, the Origami Scorpion by Robert J. Long. And please don't ask for a tutorial for this, because this is a really hard model to fold, especially the reference. You can see a pen mark here, because I had to mark in the references. So there it is, and these are all the complex models. Okay, so next up is actually these are all the models. Let me see if I've got some more. Okay, so hang on. Alright, next up is, I've got 2 more models and then I'll go. Okay, so next up is Jump by Hans Werner Gutt. And this is my favorite model, favorite modular model, because it has very nice curvatures on it. See, it's a perfect circle. Not exactly perfect, but yeah, it is a sort of perfect circle. And this is my second attempt to fold it. My first attempt was really successful, but my brother accidentally sat on it. So yeah, it was quite a sad moment for me. It took me 2 days to fold that other one, but now I folded it and it was so easy. I can't believe that it actually took 2 days to me to fold for the other one. This one took me like 2 hours to fold only. Okay, so here it is, the Jump by Hans Werner Gutt. I used 12 sheets of art paper. Art paper is a heavy-duty paper, which are really good for wet folding models. Okay, so there it is, Jump. Okay, and next one and the last one is Sierpinski Gasket L3 by George Jovanovic. And this is it's called a Sierpinski gasket, and if you've never heard of it, which I'm really sure you never have, then check out this photo, which I'm going to show it to you right now. Okay. As you can see, these are the Sierpinski gaskets, and the second one is the Sierpinski gasket L3. And as I've mentioned to you, this is the Sierpinski gasket L3. Okay, so this is designed by Giorgio Vanovich, and as you can see, it's really cool. It looks just like the Sierpinski gasket. And as you can see, here's the smaller white triangle. There's 3 smaller white triangles and the big triangle, which are made of 1, 2, 3, 4. Which are made of 3 smaller triangles. Okay. So there it is, the Sierpinski gasket L3 by George Jovanovic. And this isn't really a complex model. This is really simple to fold, plus really fun to fold. And he says he'll publish it in an upcoming book. So we'll see. So there it is. However, I folded this from the CP, okay, which you can find in the link in the video description. Okay, so these are all the models I folded recently. Okay, so these they are. Haha. Except the flashers. Okay. So see you next time. Oh, and there's a parrot. So bye.